Hello and welcome to Today in History. Today being the 7th July in 1865, Mary Surratt becomes the first woman executed by the U.S. federal government. Mary Elizabeth Jenkins Surratt was an American boarding house owner in Washington, D.C. in 1865 who was convicted of taking part in the conspiracy to assassinate U.S. President Abraham Lincoln. Sentenced to death, she was hanged and became the first woman executed by the U.S. federal government. Alongside with her, three others who were hanged in Washington, D.C. for conspiring with John Wilkes Booth to assassinate President Abraham Lincoln includes Lewis Powell, aka Lewis Penn, David Herod, George Asterod, and Mary Surratt. And on this day in 1976, the United States Military Academy at West Point included female cadets for the first time as 190 women joined the class of 1980. And in 1998, Nigeria opposition leader Chief Moshood Abiola died of heart attack while he was in prison. Riots have broken out in Lagos State, Nigeria following the death of the opposition leader Chief Moshood Abiola. The riots continued for 4 days, leaving over 50 dead. And in 1996, in a television broadcast, President Nelson Mandela confirmed the rumors that he stand for re-election in 1999. This is in accordance to what he had initially said when he was sworn in as the country's first democratic president in 1994. The South African Constitution has a stipulation that states that the president can only serve for 2 terms as the head of state. Mandela felt 1 term was enough as he had already laid the foundation for a better future for all. Mandela did not publicly choose his successor. This may have been due to the fierce competition between Thabo Mbeki and Cyril Ramaphosa, who were both favorites for the position. Most commentators had the view that a behind-the-scene endorsement by Nelson Mandela and some old guards of the African National Congress (ANC) swung things in Mbeki's favor. Mbeki was ultimately elected ANC president in 1997, thus putting him in line for the country's presidency ahead of Ramaphosa. Moving on, in 2007, an official declaration of the new 7 wonders of the modern world was made, determined from a worldwide poll organized by the New 7 Wonders Foundation. The new wonders of the world include the Great Wall of China, Petra from Jordan, Christ Redeemer, Rio de Janeiro, Machu Picchu in Peru, Pyramid at Chichen Itza in Mexico, the Roman Colosseum in Italy, and the Taj Mahal in India. And in 2006, Nigeria announced that 33,000 civil service workers were to be fired by the end of 2006. This mass layoff came from the civil service reform instituted a year before the election in 2007. Most of the people who lost their jobs were unfit workers with no qualification who had been employed during military rule in the country. Did you know, on this day in 1994, Amazon.com Incorporated was founded in Seattle, Washington under the name Cadabra? Did you also know sliced bread sold for the first time by the Chillicothe Baking Company, Missouri, using a machine invented by Otto Frederick Roeder, which was described as the greatest forward step in the baking industry since bread was wrapped on this day in 1928. And of course, our day in history is never a wrap until we present to you the international observation. And today's international observation includes World Kiswahili Language Day. In the 1950s, the United Nations established the Kiswahili language unit of the United Nations Radio, and today Kiswahili is the only African language within the Directorate of the Global Communications at the United Nations. The United Nations General Assembly, through its Resolution 71/328 of 11 September 2017 on multilingualism, welcomed the implementation of a day dedicated to each of its official languages in order to inform and raise awareness of their history, culture, and use, and encouraged the Secretary General and institutions such as the UNESCO to consider extending this important initiative to other non-official languages spoken throughout the world. And finally, on our international observation for today is Global Forgiveness Day. July 7th recognizes Global Forgiveness Day on the National Day calendar as a way to encourage forgiveness as part of an element of personal health. Let's all make an effort to be more forgiving today by using the hashtag Global Forgiveness Day. And finally, on our international observation for today is Global Forgiveness Day. July 7th recognizes Global Forgiveness Day on the National Day calendar as a way to encourage forgiveness as part of an element of personal health. Let's all make an effort to be more forgiving today by using the hashtag Global Forgiveness Day. And on our birthday list today is Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed. Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed was born on the 7th July 1969 into the family of Baba Ahmed in Zaria, Kaduna State, Nigeria. He is said to be a Nigerian economist, businessman, and politician from Kaduna State. He was a member of the House of Representatives from 2003 to 2007 and served as a senator for Kaduna North from 2011 to 2012. He is the founder of Bayes University, a private tertiary institution located at Jabi in Abuja, founded in the year 2011. He is currently a member of the Labour Party and also the running mate of the party's presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, in the 2023 presidential election. Happy birthday to the man of the moment. Adamazi TV wishes you many happy returns. Did you know a University of Wisconsin study regarding forgiveness found forgiving people suffered less from certain illnesses, and on the other hand, less forgiving people suffered a higher number of health problems? Withholding forgiveness causes stress, which can lead to physical symptoms like anxiety, high blood pressure, and depression. Holding on to forgiveness may cause negative emotions and problems with anger and frustration. How often do you forgive and how easily do you forgive? The maxim that says to err is human and to forgive is divine. We pray you have a more forgiving heart and forgive everyone that has wronged you in any way. As you keep on living, keep being you. My name is Ngozi and you are listening to Adamazi TV.